In this video, we're here at the St. Joe's Simulation Lab, and I'd like to demonstrate the setup here. We do have a rope and a knot pushers to practice knots with the rope. We have a sign-in book to sign in. On the back of the front cover, there are the YouTube references for basic arthroscopic box module, basic arthroscopic knot tying, basic rotator cuff repair, and basic arthroscopic rotator cuff repair with margin convergence. So I would advise you to watch these videos first. It's probably a half-hour total time. There are two basic setups here. First, we'll go over the standard OR equipment, in which we have a telescope, a 30-degree scope, fiber optic light cable, a camera box, a monitor, and a light source. To turn the monitor on, there's a little button on the underneath side of the right front. A little light comes on indicating the monitor is on. The camera is turned on by this switch on the left lower hand side of the camera. The light source is turned on by a similar button on the left lower hand side of the light source. The light source does take some warm-up time. When it's warmed up, the standby light will come on. Once the standby light is on, then you hit this second button, and that puts it into the run mode. Now we have a picture up on the TV screen there. So this could be used to do the cuff repair. So that's one option. When you're done, we need to hit this button on the light source to go back to standby to allow the light to cool off. And we turn the light source off, we turn the camera off, and we turn the monitor off. So that's one option, and this is available for your use for practicing various modules. The second option we now have is this Ethicon surgery box that's been modified for orthopedics for the cuff repair. To activate this, we have this little laptop. We turn this on by depressing the button on the left upper hand corner. Then we type in the password, which is capital O-R-T-H-O, ortho. Enter. There's then a camera icon in the left upper hand corner. You need to double click on that. This will then activate the fixed camera that's in our Ethicon box. If we want a larger picture, we can enlarge. Now it's maximized. Now all the equipment that's needed to do the cuff repair is in this box. And when you're done doing the cuff repair, you need to remove the anchors, and you need to put everything back in the box so that the next person will be ready to go. So let's open up the box. So we have a lot of things in the box. We have some 20-pound monofilament. We have a suture loop. We have a hook to retrieve sutures with. We have a monofilament device where we can load monofilament and advance that. This can be used in the first step for the margin convergence, or in later steps if you want to ferry sutures through with the monofilament. We have a grasping instrument. We have a basket that can be used to cut suture material with. We have a snap, a knot pusher, a pair of scissors, we have 2 anchors. How we load these anchors is described in the basic arthroscopic cuff repair, so you'll need to view that so that you know how to load these anchors. There's a fish scale to do pull testing at the end of the repair. And there's a whole bunch of extra rubber bands that we'll leave in the box just in case one breaks or you need another rubber band. So I'm not going to do this repair because it's pretty well spelled out in a previous video, but we basically have these 2 portals to work through in this box. These other portals are for general surgery and our instruments aren't really long enough to use those. But for example, we could start out by passing this suture between these 2, grabbing the suture, tying these 2 together. Once those are tied together, you could insert a suture anchor. And then pass the sutures through the metal loops as described in the previous video. Once you're done, it's very important to remove these anchors, because if they're not removed, the next person will have a hard time doing the repair. So when we're done, we put everything back into the box. You can exit the camera software and turn off the laptop. And that's it.